Hi guys, back with another YouTube video. So today we're gonna make this beautiful I don't know a name for it. I'm gonna just say rose granny hat. It's just a tutorial for this super quick, super easy. Also, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not used to making tutorials. I'm just used to like doing myself without recording it. So at first in the video I did it like vertically and I'm supposed to do horizontal for it to fit like the YouTube screen. So sorry about that. I didn't feel like starting over. So yeah. Yes. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Really appreciate it because I am learning about this YouTube thing and I love crocheting. So if you like my vibe, please subscribe and like and share. Woo, so weird. Here we go. Okay, so basically that's how I'm gonna go. I chose yellow, white, and green. That's the choices I'm choosing for this hat. So let's start. First, we're gonna start with the yellow. Okay, we're gonna start with the yellow circle. So let's get started. First, we're gonna create our magic circle. I like to do this way. So basically, chain 4. And then once you chain the 4, then you can go into like the first chain you made, insert your hook inside that chain, and then we're gonna do a slip stitch. Okay, that's basically the magic circle. Boom, halfway there. So that's the first step. And now this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so now that we finished the magic circle, I like to use my stitch marker. You could use a bobby pin if you don't have it. It's whatever. I just like to use these because they're really cute. So put the steps marker, and then we're gonna chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. 3 chains is equivalent to 1 double crochet. So right now we're gonna have 12 double crochet inside the center of the magic ring. So loop over, pull through 2, loop over, pull through 2, and we're gonna do that 10 more times. Sorry, I forgot how to count. And another thing with the loose end, like the little tail, I usually like to tuck it in, but for this video I was just letting it just stay there. You can also cut it once you finish the 12 double crochets. Okay, so basically the gist, so I'll meet you back when I get 12. Okay, so let's count our stitches. Let's pull up our loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so you got 12 double crochets into the magic circle. Now what we're going to do is slip stitch. Well, slip stitch and take out the stitch marker. We're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain from like the 3 chains that we did, and slip stitch. Okay, so we basically accomplished the yellow. So now we're going to the white. So do a slip knot, attach it to your hook, and then get your yellow circle that we just worked on, and enter the hook into any stitch of the yellow. And now we're gonna make a slip stitch so we can attach the white to the yellow. With a little tail right there. Again, the loose ends of the tail, you could just like crochet like over it. I just choose not to do it for this reason. Okay, so now we did a slip stitch. Okay, so now we get a stitch marker. Again, if you don't have a stitch marker, use a bobby pin, because bobby pins are universal. And now we're gonna chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Again, 3 chains is equivalent to 1 double crochet. So now we're gonna do half double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so pull through all 3 loops. That's basically half double crochet versus double crochet. Double crochet is pull through 2 and then do pull through to another one. So anyways, yeah, so half double crochet, chain 1, go into next stitch, half double crochet in the same stitch, and then pull through 3, chain 1. So that's basically what we're doing for our row is 2 half double crochet, then chain 1 before you get to the next stitch, and then 2 half double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1. So basically half double crochet, chain 1, on to the next stitch. Okay, meet you back when we get back to the beginning of the row. Now we're back, so we're going to insert our hook into the 3rd chain from the beginning and do a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 3. Okay. So just to recap, we already did the yellow, working on the white. So we're gonna loop over, go into the chain 1 space from the previous row, and we're gonna pull through 2, and we're gonna leave the 2 loops on the hook. We're gonna loop over, go back into that chain 1 space, and pull through 2. So it'll be 3 loops on the hook. So basically what we're doing is we need to have 5 loops on our crochet hook. So we're at 4, so the last one, yarn over, pull through 2, and we have 5 on loops on our hook, so we're gonna pull through all 5 of these. So basically that's what you're supposed to do. Chain 1 to secure the stitch, and we're gonna go back into the next chain 1 space. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 3 on our loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 4. Last one, pull through 2. Okay, big tip: don't include the chain that we did from the previous stitch as number 5. It's from the current stitch we're doing now. So so it's currently 5 loops of the current stitch we're working on. You pull through the whole 5, chain 1, and continue on. So continue to do that and meet me at the end of the round. Okay, basically here we go. So we've made our last stitch. So now we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna enter a hook into that 3rd chain from the beginning of the row. Okay. Here we go, and do a slip stitch. Took a long time. Okay. And chain 1. Okay, so we are going to cut this off, and that's basically what I just did. And basically that is the final of the white. Now we get to the green. This is what the green is supposed to look like for final touches. So now get your green yarn or whatever third yarn you're gonna choose. Enter into any stitch of the white. We're gonna do a slip stitch. So gotta watch out for those tails, man. And then pull through. Okay, so we can attach our green to the white. Okay, so now we're gonna chain 3, double crochet, 3 chains is equivalent to 1 double crochet. Yes. Alright, so now basically we're making the essence of a granny square. Yes. So now we're gonna make the corner. So we're gonna do a double crochet in the same stitch that we did the 3 chains. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, do another one, pull through 2. Okay, so you have 3 double crochets. Now we're going to chain 1 and then do 3 double crochets in the same stitch. See the tail, you gotta take away the tail because the tail kind of gets distracted. I'm trying to yarn it over. So I'm doing 3 double crochets in the same stitch. So that's basically how you make a corner. It's basically 3 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet in the same stitch. That's a corner. And you're supposed to have 4 corners, so you make the square form. Okay, so to the next stitch, here we go. So we're going to basically go to the next stitch and basically do 3 double crochets. It's that chain 1 space from the previous row. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, underneath, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, last 3rd double crochet. Okay, now we're going to the next chain 1 space and do the same thing. 3 double crochet, you see how I'm trying to like tuck it in while I'm like crocheting? That's what usually people do. Sometimes I be lazy and not even do that. I just cut it at the end. Okay, and then 1 more double crochet and 3 double crochet. There we go. Okay, so now I'll do the next stitch, the next chain 1 space, 3 double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert underneath, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now we're making the corner, so chain 1 and then do 3 double crochets in the same chain 1 stitch that we just did to create the corner. Now we're going to get to the next stitch, basically doing the same thing we did before. So 3 double crochet into that chain 1 space, last one, and do another double crochet, 3 double crochets in that chain 1 space in the next one. Do another one, double crochet, 3 double crochets, now to the next chain 1 space, 3 double crochets. This is where I make the corner. Another double crochet. Another one, last 3. And then we're going to chain 1 and then 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, so basically after this corner, the pattern really gets more easier. So at this corner, you do 2 more clusters of the double crochet, and then the corner, and then 2 more for the last row. So I'll meet you back when it gets to the end of the row. Okay, so here we're at the end of the row. We got 4 corners. So now it's looking like a square. So we're going to chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. My favorite thing to do. And then, okay, so we're going to do a 1 cluster of double crochet. A cluster is like 3 double crochets in one, in that chain 1 space. So we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1 space. That's 2. That's 3. And then we're gonna chain 1, and then we do 3 more double crochet in the same chain one space from the previous corner. So basically what we're doing, we're just making the granny square more bigger, expand. So we're basically copying the same thing we did in the previous row, but we're doing it in the chain 1 spaces of the previous row. So now we're going to do 3 double crochets and now chain 1 space in the next one. And then we're on to the next chain 1 space and do the same thing. The cluster of the 3 double crochet in 1 stitch. I'm going to do 1 more cluster. I know previous round we did 2, but for this round we're going to do 3. So we expand it more bigger. So pull through 2. And more, pull through 1 more. Pull through 2. And over, pull through 2. Now we're getting to the chain 1 space of the corner. So basically doing the same thing we did before. We're going to do 3 double crochets into that chain 1 space from the corner. And do 1 more. And then we're going to chain 1. And then 3 more double crochets in the same chain 1 space of the corner. Okay, so basically the pattern is after this corner, we're going to do 3 clusters of double crochet or 3 double crochets, and then the corner, 3 clusters, corner, 3 clusters, corner. So I'll meet you back when I get to the end of the row. Alright, so this is the final product of the granny squares. I recommend do that row 1 more time if you have a big head like mine to make sure it fits in your head. But yes. Okay, so now we're on to the next step is basically creating the head circumference. So what we're going to do is make our magic ring. So that is 4 chains. Like I said, people do the different ways of the magic ring. This is my way, it's more simple. So the 4 chains. And then you insert your hook into the first chain. And then slip stitch. That's basically our magic ring. Now we're going to chain 3. Okay, and then now we're gonna do 12 double crochets into the center of the magic ring. Okay, so we're gonna do slip stitch, and that's basically the double crochet, the 12 double crochet. We're gonna chain 3. Okay, so now we're gonna do double crochet. So basically for this round is 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. So we increase the circle. So that's 1 double crochet. Get the next one. 1 double crochet. Another one in the same stitch. It is continuing on 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. Okay, make your back at the end of the row. Here we are. We have our double crochet increase. Now we're gonna do a slip stitch in the first chain of the beginning. Okay, we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna do a double crochet in the same stitch from the chain 3. And then next to the next stitch, we're gonna do 1 double crochet. Next stitch, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in this 1 stitch. Next stitch, 1 double crochet. So that's basically it. So just double crochet, 1 crochet, double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 crochet. So meet me back to the end of the row when you complete this. Okay, so I made to the end. You know how to slip stitch to the first chain of the beginning of the row. We're gonna chain 3. Sometimes I feel like I have to start over because I want to get all the thread into the hook. Okay, so chain 3. Okay, so we're going to do a double crochet into the same stitch of the 3 chains. So now after that 2 double crochet, we'll do 3 single double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So we're on the last 3rd one. Okay, now we made our two double crochet in one stitch. Now we're going to do 3 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So my first one, my second one, and my third one. So now I am going to do the 2 double crochet in one stitch. Okay, so now basically the gist is 2 double crochet in one stitch and then 3 single double crochets in the next 3 stitches. That's basically the pattern for this round. Come back to me when we get to the end of the row. Okay, so we're at the end of the row. See, it's getting bigger because we're increasing the circle. Okay, so now we're just gonna continue on with like the same type of pattern, but every time you get to a new row, you just add. Like for this round, we're gonna do 2 double crochets in one stitch, and then for the next 4 stitches, you're gonna do 4 individual 1 double crochet, and then when you get to the next row, it's 2 double crochets in one stitch, and for the next 5 stitches, you do 1 individual double crochet. So I would recommend like it's this part is really adjustable, like what's your size of your head circumference. So you can either decrease or you can stop at this round or next round, but it's really depending on like how big your head is. And my head is my head is really big. So let's get to the final round. Okay, so I finally finished. So I basically did 6 rounds. So that's basically 2 double crochets in one stitch, and then for the next 6 stitches, I do 6 individual, like 1 individual double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So that come up to around 6.25, or I'm not sure. I just know it has to be in the middle between 6 and 7. So that's my circumference for my head. And mind you, my head's really big. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna count the total of the stitches I made, and then divide by 4 because we made 4 granny squares. And when you divide by 4, then I figured out the amount I did, but it was like 16 of the answer divided by 4. So for every 16 stitch, I put a stitch marker, and then I'm gonna like crochet the granny squares onto the this big piece. So I have my 4. That looks so pretty, so cute. I'm the type of person, I will not weave in my stuff until the end. So if you want to be like me, you can. But yeah. And then so I'm gonna attach it. Whatever is a good part, I usually just face in the away from it. So these parts I'm like it's kind of ugly, so I'll make sure it's inside. So basically I am gonna single crochet the granny squares to the head circumference. So I basically attach my yarn to the granny square and make sure everything's aligned. So this is like, I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's basically single crochet. You're basically crocheting both parts and insert, pull through, and pull through 2. So you're just doing the whole all the granny stitch in the head circumference pad. I don't know why I said pad, but yeah. So once you get back to the single stitch marker, that's when the next step we're gonna do. Okay, so now that we crochet like the top, now we're gonna crochet the granny squares connected to each other. So it's super simple. Crochet from the inside, do not crochet from the outside. You want to crochet the outside, that's when you get like a lining. But if you want to be visible like this, crochet from the inside. So basically we finished the top, finished the bottom. Now from the stitch, it's basically the ends. Not the ends, but like the floopy. I don't know the exact name to it, but here we go. Alright, so we make our slip knot. We're gonna put that on our crochet hook. And then we're gonna attach any stitch at the end just to connect it and do a slip stitch. I don't know if anyone noticed, but my nails just changed. I wonder why. I wonder what happened. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna chain 1. I'm gonna hold that tail, and then we're gonna go in to the same stitch and do another double crochet. And I'm doing my stitch marker. I'd be forgetting to use that, but put my stitch marker here, so I definitely know that's the end of the row. Okay, so I'll put my stitch marker, like I said, and then I'm gonna do basically a double crochet in the same stitch of the chain 1, and then next stitch 1 double crochet, next stitch is 2 double crochet in 1 stitch. So basically what's happening is 2 double crochet in 1 stitch, and the next stitch is 1. Then the next one's gonna be 2 in 1, and the next stitch is gonna be 1. So it's basically 2 1 2 1 2 1. So the purpose of this is so that the ends can be like more wide. So we're just basically increasing the width of it. So now we're at the end, and then we're gonna slip stitch into the chain 3. Into the stitch marker. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 rounds of just double crochet, like 1 double crochet in each stitch. So it kind of gives that wave. Like, it's not too curly, but it's like a little bit of like a curve, if that makes sense, like a bucket hat type of vibes. But if you want it to be more like curly, I recommend for this row that we're on, do 2 double crochets in each stitch, just to make it curly if you would like it to be a curly end. So again, 3 rounds of that. And this is the final look. Please subscribe and like my video. If you have any questions, please comment below, because I know I'm not good at explaining things, but let me know in the comments.